Glorious has updated the GMMK Pro lineup with FlexKit, a new redesigned bottom case for the GMMK Pro that comes with new plate foam, 2 different thicknesses of case foam, 3 different gasket materials, and plenty of each to experiment with to arrive at the best possible GMMK Pro for you. A huge shout out and thank you to Glorious for sending over FlexKit for us to take a look at in today's content. I've had it in-house for a while and we've got lots of testing to go over today, but first, let's unpack this kit a little bit more and discuss what it comes with and figure out if there's any sort of genuine value proposition here. To do that, we're going to start with pricing, because that's going to set the stage for where this ended up taking us. As standalone, FlexKit is currently $60 US plus shipping. That doesn't include the new USB-C daughter board, which is sort of required since the new JST cable provided is 6mm longer. That'll run you $7, and trust me, it's an ad you'll want since when I tried to build with the original JST cable, it was observably too short. You can also grab FlexKit as a full GMMK Pro build starting at $180, but we'll touch on that later. Everything else you get in the kit should get you up and running immediately with the rest of your existing GMMK Pro, and should be a drop-in affair unless you intend on swapping the plate foam. The new plate and case foams are made out of what Glorious refers to as G-foam, which honestly sort of reminds me of styrofoam. It's a medium stiffness material lying somewhere between that of Poron and EPDM, and for the case foam you get 2 different options should you want more or less case stamping. Both provide openings for the hot swap sockets, unlike the original foam. The new bottom case was cleverly redesigned to basically be the same height as the original GMMK Pro, but still accommodate more flex. This was done by providing deeper channels to install the gaskets in and give us a tiny bit more usable depth internally. Also of note is the elimination of half of the external fasteners for the case and the addition of force brake pads near the center of the case, which were missing from the original. Most critical is the elimination of the side PCB gasket tabs. For gasket material, you get 3 options. In order from softest to most firm, we have Poron, G-foam, and EPDM. While you can certainly use the gaskets however you like, personal recommendations are to use the polycarb plate with the Poron gaskets if you want maximum flex, and G-foam or EPDM with either of the metal plates. So let's take a look at some typing and flex tests with the new kit, the aluminum plate, and our house test gear, as well as the old GMMK Pro case, and a personal favorite setup. Stats will be listed on the screen. Comment below what you think of these tests as well as the perceived flex per gasket type. FlexKit is certainly doing what it says it does on the tin, and frankly, throughout all of my experimentation and builds with this is my favorite version of GMMK Pro yet. I actually really enjoy this board. But the delay in getting it to market outside of Glorious Guild access, where it was first available for early access, means that it's up against some fairly stiff competition in a market that is moving very quickly, especially at the lower end. At price parity, you've got the Keychron Q1 Pro, which is the same 75% format sans one switch, but you also get proper QMK and VIA support out of the box, as well as wireless connectivity. Then if you start going down market a little bit more, you've got competitors like the Monsgeek M1 that are making pretty positive waves throughout the community. However, I've not built with either of those boards, so take my impressions there with a bit of a grain of salt. Of course, GMMK Pro offers the sort of visual customization the other boards just don't have in comparison, so if aesthetics and acoustics are your thing, then a full FlexKit board might make sense for you. If you're considering this as an upgrade to an existing GMMK Pro, remember that depending on your current parts selections, the amount of perceivable flex you get out of this board can and will vary, as we observed in the flex test where with the aluminum plate, we're generally getting flex out of everything, but I have to apply a fair amount of force in order to get it to be realized in the first place, so really it's more about a softer bottom out with the firmer plate materials. Also remember, getting more flex out of your keyboard isn't always the experience you're thinking it is, and depending on the parts you're using, it can actually create a more fatiguing typing experience. So if you're already pleased with your existing GMMK Pro, FlexKit probably isn't going to light your world on fire. That probably means you tend towards a firmer typing experience anyway, which GMMK Pro does provide out of the box. And at that point, you're probably better off saving your money for more meaningful upgrades to the keyboard, like better stabilizers, different switches, or different keycaps. All that said, Glorious has updated the GMMK Pro in several ways it needed to be updated with FlexKit, providing a more tunable typing experience, easier maintenance and building with fewer fasteners, better designed case foam, new plate foam, and more colorful case acoustics, though I do find it a bit odd that the required longer JST cable isn't already included with the kit. It's otherwise a good product that's hampered by very stiff competition going either direction on price, and a bit of an unfortunate lag getting to market. My hope is that this isn't a limited run thing and it just becomes the default standard config for GMMK Pro moving forward so they can get the price down. As always, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. You're the real goats. Make sure you toss us a thumbs up on the way out if you liked what you saw. Make sure you get subscribed and notified so you don't miss any of our content when it goes live. And make sure you're following us on all of our social media platforms. We do announcements there on all of our video launches, as well as live streams we do on Twitch every now and then. Make sure you're following us there as well. And until next time, take it easy.